Hello and welcome to the first part of my Formula 1 2016 career mode. Now, some of you might have seen the trailer before this. If you haven't, I suggest you go back and check it out. It's full of drama, hype, and terrible editing. Anyway, my name is Infernikus, and as you can see, we have taken our driver's seat at Toro Rosso for this season. We had a lot of contract offers on the table at the time, and really, we've seen the success that our Toro Rosso drivers have had, and that is basically what drove us towards signing for Toro Rosso. Now, as you can see here, we're talking to our agent. I must apologise for the lack of audio for this episode because my recorder decided that recording any audio was just a terrible idea. So you guys are pretty much going to have to put up with my voice here for the entire time. Anyway, here we have a new contract. It says, "Dear Daniel, welcome to Scudero Toro Rosso. We are delighted." Oh wow, I actually can't read this because I'm actually trying to read it off my Vegas screen and I can't make out what it's saying. Anyway, it's all about, like, let's just get along, let's do good. And well, my aim for this season really is to try and make Toro Rosso at least challenging for podiums. As we take a look around, we go over to qualifying. I'm going to skip practice here because, well, I didn't actually skip practice, but I'm skipping in the sense that I'm not going to show you it because I'm not going to bore you guys, and it's just more for me to commentate over, and I am not used to commentating post on these sort of things. So as you can see here, in the HUD in the left hand corner, our target is 9th place. We're going quite smooth for the first few corners here. Going into sweeping right hand corner, trying to finish off section 1 of the track, and we are currently 0.3 seconds ahead of our delta time, which means we are basically expected to finish 9th place. I mean, like at the moment we are 8th place. We are definitely ahead. We just have to make sure that we take some good apexes through the corners and make sure that nothing goes wrong as we come through to the fast back section of the Melbourne circuit into the very, very quick 1-2, which I broke heavily for, because for some reason the handling model in this, I don't know, it seems to favour it when I brake a bit more going into the corners. I get like a little bit more speed, like you can really feel the torque and the wheel spin in the back if you do accelerate a bit too late. So we're coming into the final few corners of our qualifying lap. It's looking good at the moment. We're about half a second up on the delta time, which means we should definitely be finishing at least 9th position. Now this is going towards the end of the qualifying period, so this is really, I think, the second or third lap that we were able to set. So coming into the final lap, and we are 6th at the moment. So let's try and see where this holds towards the end, and we are 10th position. It's below what we wanted. It's below what was expected of us. But at the end of the day, you know, it's our first race, it's day 1 of the game. We are still getting used to the handling model, the steering, the feel of the car. And, well, 10th position isn't too bad. I mean, I think the team wants us to finish 9th place. So, you know, all we have to do is gain 1 position. And as you can see there, Carlos Sanz, my teammate, is 17th. So, you know, they can't really be too mad at me. Which brings us on to race day. The first race of the season. We have a new car, I am a new driver, this is the new season, there can be new drama, and this is the first race. As you can see here, Melbourne, for those who have played the game, for those who have been a long time F1 fan, it's a very, very familiar circuit. It was first used in the 1997 season, if I'm not mistaken, and it's been traditionally the season opener. I think for a while it wasn't. I think in the 2010 season it was Bahrain as opposed to Australia, but that was just a once-off, and it's really just been the first race of the season, well, since '97, as I said, almost 20 years. So here we go. Here's a nice little recap of the grid. Max Verstappen and Daniel Ricciardo qualifying quite a bit ahead of me. I hope to one day transfer over to them, and well, let's just see how it goes. Here are our 2 pit strategies. We're going to go for the high tyre management. I mean, I'm not too great on the tyres, but well, let's just try and see how it goes. As you can see, we are also using manual starts, and we are off to a pretty decent start. It's not the rocket start that we were expecting, but we haven't lost any positions. As we go into turn 1, we're going to try to take it up the inside of Massa, and We narrowly avoid Massa, and Massa go straight to the side of us, and as you can see, the Hand of Fury, as we look back at the replay there, I don't think I was too much in the wrong there. I mean, like, I was just slightly squeezed out Massa, and just hit me there. As we go further into the first lap, we are up into 5th place, which is well beyond expectations, and we are trying to chase Vettel, going very wide into the last corner there. And so far, everything's going pretty well. I mean, first lap, 5th place, can't really complain too much. I mean, like, no damage to the car, tyre wear is looking good, so let's just try and catch Seb for P4. Either that, or we're just going to fall away and we're just going to form a massive train behind us, which, well, we skipped to lap 5 here. Tyre wear is starting to go. I mean, like, nothing else really happened. We basically fell away from Max Verstappen, who is now in 4th, as we go into the pits for our first pit stop of the season. So far, nothing really happened in this race. Like, we tried catching Sebastian Vettel for a lap or two, and just everything, like, as the tires degraded, that was it. You know, like, we just couldn't keep up. So, as we go on and put some options, I think they are. We are held up by our pit crew. So we are now behind Massa and behind, I think, one other car. I think they let 2 cars through, which has now made our task a hell of a lot harder. I mean, like, what, we're now down in 21st. I mean, admittedly, a lot of the cars in front of us, we're not racing. We're gonna pass them out when they go pit. But, you know, leaving the 2 cars past was kind of annoying. But I suppose at the end of the day, it couldn't be helped. So we're gonna fast forward to later here, where we're going to overtake Felipe Massa. Very, very risky move. I mean, some could say it was very, very aggressive. As we take a look at the replay here, we are absolutely whoring up the slipstream before we decide to take a cheeky dive bomb. Slight bit of corner cutting on each side. We didn't take the greatest of lines in that corner, but we got the move taken, and that's in front of Massa up into P20. So later on to the next lap, as I said, we weren't really racing half these cars. We were just trying to get in front of them and make damn well sure that we at least had a good track position, as we took Daniel Ricciardo right around the outside there, leaving us now to Bottas. A virtual safety car made it a hell of a lot easier to catch up with him, and as we see here, right once the safety car finishes, we tried the exact same move we did on Massa, but it just didn't really work out, and Bottas has gotten away there. Hopefully we can try and catch him up over the next couple of laps, because, you know, it's more championship points. We're better off against our teammate, and, you know, if we get off to a good start, maybe we can try and get a few more R&D points and carry on that way. So carry on to later on in lap 8 now. We are trying to catch up on Bottas, and it's just not working. I mean, even with DRS, it's just not working at the moment. Moving on to the back straight in lap 9, we see Valtteri Bottas with an audacious move around the inside of Sergio Perez, which leaves me with the door open to overtake Sergio Perez and go straight into the back of Bottas, slightly damaging my wing. But we're up into P7, and if you look at the replay here, it was very, very, very tight going into this corner. I mean, like, 3 cars all fighting for a track position. There was bound to be at least some sort of contact. I mean, thankfully, it wasn't fatal for anyone. Just a few little end plates on our front wing. That's what it's called. Anyway, from there, Valtteri Bottas kind of just completely broke away from us as we move on to the last lap, where we're basically fending off this entire train. I mean, Daniel Ricciardo, the hometown hero, is right behind us, and yeah, it's just a case of making sure that we come back and bring the points back for Toro Rosso. So coming into the final few corners, there were 21 finishing, as Fernando Alonso is the one who triggered the virtual safety car. And, well, here we go into the final corner, and what is going to be a pretty decent start to the season. 7th place is slightly better than what we expected. I would have liked a bit further, maybe a 6th or a 5th, but beggars can't be choosers, really. I mean, as the car gets further more developed in the R&D, then it's gonna hopefully challenge for some podium positions. So there we go. That's our podium. Hamilton first, Vettel second, and Nico Rosberg third. Realistically, we're not going to be challenging these cars. You know, like, we're not going to be racing this season as they spray their champagne all over the place. Lucky things. So anyway, guys, that was the first race of the season. It wasn't too bad. I hope you guys pretty much enjoyed watching this, as we are reminded here of the results. A Lewis Hamilton victory, followed by Vettel and Nico Rosberg. Max Verstappen there. Wow. Max Verstappen finished 4th. Kimi Raikkonen, Valtteri Bottas, myself, Daniel Ricciardo, Sergio Perez, and Esteban Gutierrez securing points on a Haas debut. Anyway, guys, thank you. I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed watching, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And please be sure to tune into part 2, where we carry on in Bahrain. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Infernikus out.